See. Okay, well, we're going to do something different today. I'm going to show you some stuff that you use to put in a tornado box. Because I didn't have this stuff done 2 years ago when I should have. Because I was really frazzled. I didn't know what to do. Still trying to deal with other things too besides, so it was really hard. Hi, Deidre! So now this time it's easier for me because I got the stuff all ready for it. So what where did I do with? Oh, there it is. I was just saying, where did I put my paper? I'm going to read some of it off and I will show you some of the stuff that goes inside of a tornado box. So if you ever need it, you would have it. Hi, Shanika. Hi, Valerie. A lot of the research that I done yesterday, what they had down was water, non-perishable stuff that you could use for that week if you don't have um, electricity, like I didn't at first, because I didn't have electricity for at least 6 weeks after the tornado had hit. And it was really hard. On the west side of me, on this side here, was the side that got it really bad. Our side didn't. Hi, Eileen. And it was really hard on me. I was inexperienced at the time with this. And I had grew up on it and didn't have to worry about it because I was so young. And the first one we had was April 1st. I was standing on the front porch. I turn around to go in the house, and here was this big old white funnel coming at me, and I froze. I couldn't even not move because of that. Then that one also tore up some stuff on the east side, as well as on the west side of town. Hi, Mimi. Yeah, it was a horrible April Fool's Day. We couldn't even joke with anybody that day because of it all. Then 3.5 weeks later, on May 6th, we had gotten the EF4, and that thing was humongous. It was at night, and it was like, all right, where do I go? What do I do? What do I do with my cat? I just couldn't think. So I had TZ on one phone. I had JJ from Big Barn Auction on the other phone, just listening to him, just as long as I had noise, I was okay. But I was still crying on TZ's shoulder. And some of the other stuff that I had found to have to besides, and I didn't think of having, was extra batteries. And I'll tell you why extra batteries in a minute. Why? Because for one, if you have one of these, this is a weather band radio. Right now it's not plugged in, and I got to get batteries if it's going to be unplugged. But the batteries I got are dead. So once it's plugged in, it shows like it's got batteries, but it don't. Um, it's real easy to program these as well. Mine came already programmed because our city hall did that for us. We each got one for nothing. The only thing is, when I got mine, it did not have a plug. So I had to write to the company and get the plug that was supposed to go with it. Everybody else had plugs with theirs. Mine didn't. So it was okay because the batteries that were in here from City Hall, it had full charge. So it just took the plug matter of a week and a half to come to me. So, but anyways, make sure your phones are fully charged. Besides, make sure you have extra chargers. Like, okay, wait a minute. I'll show you what I got. It makes it easier. Because mine can hold up to 2. Well, no, actually 3. Oh, lint and dust. It can hold up to 3. This I got from Big Barn Auction. This part. Otherwise, mine would have 2 separate ones. But, okay, where is it? There it is. Okay, plug back in. Oh, sorry, phone. Oh, no. There you go. And let me see. Let me turn this down some. There. Also, what you would want to, if you got a cat, and same with a dog, but a dog you don't have to worry on one thing. Make sure you have cat food for them. Make sure you have enough water for them. And if your cat or dog is on medications, make sure you have their medications with you. Otherwise, it would be really hard to make sure that they're going to be okay, because you never know. And if you got a baby, make sure you have diapers for that baby. Make sure you have formula. Make sure you have extra clothes with you. Even extra bottles. If you got kids that are walking around, those type, I call them walkers because it makes it easier. Make sure you have something for them to do. Otherwise, the whole time you're in that shelter, they're going to drive you nuts. Have toys for them. Have pictures of Grandma and Grandpa to help keep them calm. Coloring books. Puzzle books for the ones that are like a teenager. Because I know it would be hard to charge their phones up to keep them occupied, so that would be really, really hard. Okay, for yourself, make sure you have shoes that are sturdy enough to where it's not going to sustain any damage if afterwards, if you have to go outside and help pick up debris out of your yard. Work gloves to help clean up your yard from debris. Clothes for yourself. Blankets, pillows, a windbreaker, because a lot of times your weather afterwards is going to seem a little cooler. So a windbreaker will help, especially if it's in the summertime. Candles and a candle holder. Well, the type of candles I got, and I was telling TZ the type that I got, these will make you hungry in a sense because they're the apple butter scented. These will help quite a bit. But if you have kids running around, these type are the best if you got kids. I know, I was thinking about it too. I was in here staring at these candles like, dang, I'm getting hungry. But I ain't. But if you got kids, these are the best type. But then you have to worry about, oh, I can't open this. You have to worry about batteries with this type. Okay, make sure you have your important documents like shop records, insurance cards, birth certificates, marriage license, divorce papers, anything that has to deal from the government. It makes it easier. And plus your insurance papers for the house. That works too, pretty good too. Yeah, I know I can't eat the candles, but these are apple honey butter. And the more I sit here and smell them, the more hungrier I'm getting. But I'm trying to ignore it. Also, if you have an ID inside your purse, make sure you have that with you. That helps quite a bit too. I had to stay in a shelter once during a hurricane evacuation. Not as nice experience at all. I know. Oh, that is the awful thing. That is. Wait a minute. Let me see this. Hide it. I would say something to that comment, but not going to do it. Also, besides, make sure if you don't have anything to keep your important papers dry, take something like this. Ziploc bag, but a gallon size. That will keep all your important papers dry. And it helps quite a bit. Yes, that's even worse yet when you got kids under the age of 5. But when I had to go through the experience I had to go through, all my kids are growing up and out of the house. So at least I didn't have to sit there and worry about my kids. My daughter lives an hour and 45 minutes from me in a group home. They got a shelter for her to go into. I called ahead of time and told them, hey, do not let her come next week because we're supposed to have bad weather. Well, lo and behold, we did. We had the tornado. So it was a good thing she stayed there. We used to leave the house during the trouble bomb scares to go to the cemetery for hours. Oh, gee whiz. Sorry, sweetheart. Yeah, a lot of stuff that was scary. Even when I was growing up, we had to go down in the basement. Well, my house does not have a basement. So my place where I have to go is right there in the bathroom and the bathtub. And I had to take Jake with me. Jake was like this, up on the bathtub, in between my hands, the way, that's how he stood the whole time. He wouldn't come in the bathtub. He wanted to run, but he didn't want to leave me. But he was a hilarious guy. And now, every time the storm comes, he's really nervous. He doesn't like it. The other day, he was laying up on my bed sound asleep. A big old clap of thunder hit. I screamed. He came running, jumped up in my lap, crawled under my shirt, and hid. That poor little guy, I feel so sorry for him. But if I'm able to move, the next place I move to, I'm going to make sure I'm down in a valley like. Because I don't think I could go through it another season like I did that last time. But every time a storm happens here, I'm always saying, God, please watch over my little town. We don't need it. And for some reason, we make it through it. And I'm happy with it. I know one night, right after I hung up from TZ, my phone went off and it said warning. And next minute, I knew the trees outside stopped. Everything. It was thunder and lightning. You could hear this big old sound coming. I thought, oh no, here we go. Jake, bathroom. He ran there. I was right behind him. Then I got thinking, why am I going right now? The siren's not going off yet. So I came back out. He stayed in the bathroom. Next minute I knew the siren went off. And outside, on the outskirts of our town, you could see that monster go right across the sky. And it was so scary. I didn't say nothing to Jake, but all I could hear was that freight train. I wanted to cry, but I thought to myself, you can do this, girl. You can get through it. Then I thought, well, I'll call TZ. No, I'm not going to call her and get her up out of bed. So I was sitting here. All right, what do I do next? Well, then next I knew I was standing in front of the door. Here come Jake. Up on the other side of me, sitting there looking out the door, standing on his hind feet. I looked down at him. I said, Jake, are we going to get through this, buddy? He looked up at me and go, meow, like always. Meow. That's all I get out of him. Either that or getting bit. Then, next we knew, the siren quit. And I was still standing right there in front of the door. Then about 4 hours later, here came another. But this time the siren didn't go off because it was on the outskirts of town again. So I was happy. Also, other things you would want to keep with you. So if the weather band radio doesn't go off and it's really quiet outside and you're still sitting in the shelter, not able to get out because of a tree branch or something laying on your storm shelter, make sure you have a radio. At least to put some noise in there that you won't go stir crazy if you're by yourself. Also have pen and paper. So if you think of something, you can write it down. For hygiene stuff, have wet wipes. Garbage bags and the twist ties for the garbage bags. So you can put your trash in it and you won't have to worry about a mess all over it and then having to come back in and clean up that mess from the storm. Also have toilet paper. And there's one other thing I forgot to mention up at the top part. Have a bucket, also cat litter. So if you need to go to the bathroom, you won't have to sit there and try to hold it, or if you soil yourself, you won't have to sit in your wet clothes or messy clothes. Make sure you have enough meds of your own with you. Like I have done. Okay. I get a 90-day supply, sometimes a 120-day supply. I take an extra bottle and make sure it has the name of the medication on it. I got it right here. This is what I had 2 years ago. I put all of it in that. So I divide it in half. So if I can't get to my other meds, at least I have these. And I keep my meds inside this. And I can put other stuff in here too. That helps quite a bit. Also have with you too besides paper plates, silverware, the plastic type, paper cups. If you don't want to drink out of the water bottle, you can pour it into paper cups. One med that I'm not allowed to ever stop. Yeah, that's the way I am. I got one med too that I cannot stop. Where is it? Because if I do, my blood sugar won't stay down. So It creeps up every now and then, but I make sure I take it. I missed one this month already. Then another one that I cannot stop. Where is it? Okay, I know it's here. I just had it in my hand. I just had it. What? Not that one. I just showed. This one here. That's for my migraine headaches. If I stop this one, I'm no good to nobody. Okay, Eileen, thank you for coming, sweetheart. I'll be over there to watch yours. And I'll try to be safe. Because I kind of already said, another tornado comes, I'm just going to say, all right, I'm leaving Oklahoma, I'm going to Kansas. Like I said, make sure you have these. I got 3 packs of these. But they're all different types. Bye, sweetheart. So that helps right there. Oh no, Mister is up. Also, make sure you have a first aid kit. You can also make your own first aid kit by buying different things from the drugstore or any store you go to. You can buy your own. You can also buy them pre-made. This one was given to me 2 years ago and I still got it. That helps quite a bit. If you don't want to have a can opener, get the ones that's got the pull tabs. You got them on different types of soups. Has it. Also, the white chicken, it has the pull tab. Your tuna fish sometimes has the pull tab. Then you don't have to worry about having a can opener. But those are the best thing to have in your box. Also, our food bank here is giving out peanut butter like this also. That helps, because then all you have to do is throw this away. I got more of these. I just grabbed one of each. Then oatmeal. That helps. Because sometimes you could sit there, if you got like a small portable propane stove, you can heat water by that to fix oatmeal. There's also instant milk. Get that and put that in your tornado box. That helps quite a bit. Don't even think about it, boy. Also, you can get chicken in a packets like this. You can get tuna fish in packets like these. That helps. Then, if you get tired of anything else, you can get packets like this that's already cooked, fully cooked. But you have to go up on Amazon. These came out of the those buckets you get, the pre-made stuff. And that helps quite a bit to keep in there. If you got kids and you don't want them to have candy during the thing, please don't spam the chat, please. Have raisins. This will keep the kids from going stir crazy if you don't want them to have the sugar to drive you nuts. That works. Also, like I said, paper and pencil. These will work because I can put this in there with my meds in that bag. I could tell you who she is. That is my moderator. The ones that are in blue are moderators, and they're allowed to delete you. So that would work. Also, have crackers like this. So if you want to make peanut butter and crackers, you can. I also put an extra thing of peanut butter in there, so if I run out of those packets of peanut butter, at least I got this. If you want chips in there, Valerie, you can. If you want peanuts in there, you can. Anything that's not going to spoil. Okay, Jake. That includes you. You're spoiled too. So, anything that's not going to spoil. They also have beef stew in a can. That would work. But believe me, make sure you have pepper and salt around, because this stuff is bland. Also, what I put in there, because like with me, I can still cook if I don't have electricity, because I cook by gas. And that helps quite a bit. Have stuff like this around. Pinto beans. What's this one? Great Northerns. Rice. Well, this one's Great Northerns too. That helps quite a bit. No comment on that one. Also have tomato sauce. What, Jake? What? What do you want? Okay, come here for a second. I can take 5 minutes. Whoops, it's Jake hitting the tripod, you guys. There you go. There. Now you got your debut, and you can go and have fun now. Be a good boy. Bye, Sweet Pea. Yes, bye, Sweet Pea. Also, tuna fish like this would work too. Macaroni and cheese. That right there will keep kids quiet a lot, because they love mac and cheese. Yes, I make sure I got everything, because I love mac and cheese as well. Yes, that was my cat, Jake. He's very opinionated. He also loves to argue with you. Spaghetti sauce. Because if you got like sliced cheese, you can make yourself a little tiny pizzas once you're stuck right there. But this is everything I looked up. You could also find cereal in bags like this. Yeah, chocolate too would work, especially if you're low blood sugar. Chocolate can bring your sugar up to where it should be. So there's a lot more you can put in there. It's whatever you would like to have in it. But the only thing I say is don't put meat in there. Unless if it's the canned meats. Otherwise it's going to spoil. Because 9 times out of 10, what happened to me 2 years ago? I lost all my freezer meat. And it wasn't good at all. Because I had to replace all my food that I lost from the storm 2 years ago. And like what this one family told me I should have done was gotten a small little thing that you can plug in a whole bunch of stuff in and it'll keep it cold and everything. I said, I don't have the money to do it. I'm lucky if I got money to keep myself going sometimes. But I do. I keep myself going and I live comfortable. So that's basically a lot of things that you should pack to have for a tornado or hurricane or earthquake, any natural disaster. It will help. So, well, that concludes anything, unless you guys have any questions on what I went over and what I had researched. I could take any questions if you need any. You're very welcome, everyone, for coming and sitting this long on my live stream. And if you want, I got this stuff here. There's something else I was going to do. I'm glad I looked over this way. And if you need any information, I can list some of it in the information box. Or if you want me to email the stuff to you, I can, as long as I got your email. So that you know what to look back on. Also, I had gotten something I told TZ I was going to go over and show you what I had gotten from a reseller. Because his is so tiny that I can do this after this here. I had gotten this from John the reseller. The one was on this morning with us. And right here's my little Indian papoose baby. My little lot here is real tiny. Because I didn't buy a whole lot. Then John thought this would look really cute. And I got to fix her because her legs, look how loose. I'm gonna have to tie her legs and stuff up and refix her. Then here's something else I collect. And that's these little thimbles. There's that one. Then there's that one. I basically like collecting the state ones. Then there's that one. Okay, fall. Then here's one from Florida. And what he shipped them in, wait a minute, let me grab this one before the cat gets to playing. He shipped them all in this little box inside of another box. I'm going to keep this box and I'm going to use it for something. I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for yet, but I'm going to. So I am going to get off here, put this stuff back in the box, and put it in my bathroom so it'll be there. So if I need it, I got all the stuff in there and ready to go. So, oh, and I'm going to show you the card he sent me. And I love this. I love underwater scenes. So, everyone, you all have a happy day, what's left of it, and stay safe. And I know there's some that are over in Ireland and other places that it's either dark time over there yet and right in the middle of the night for them. You all stay safe too. Bye, everyone.